And back in Washington, the January 6th committee says that it exposed former President Trump's pressure campaign against Mike Pence to overturn the 2020 election results. CBS's Debra Alfarone joins us now from Capitol Hill with all the major highlights from yesterday's hearing. Good morning, Debra.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. So many details to get to, and the pressure was absolutely on former Vice President Mike Pence to overturn the election here on January 6th at the U.S. Capitol. Witnesses recounting how former President Trump called his VP that day. He called him names. Later on, he had tweeted about the vice president while the mob was here at the Capitol and essentially put the VP's life in danger.
Testimony yesterday in the January 6th hearing indicated President Trump was told by several close aides and Vice President Mike Pence that not certifying Joe Biden's White House victory was illegal and unconstitutional. But witnesses told the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th insurrection that President Trump and his advisors continued to put intense pressure on Pence to carry out his wishes.
There is no justifiable basis to conclude that the vice president has that kind of authority.
A White House counsel testified that he told John Eastman, a lawyer for President Trump, that overturning Joe Biden's victory would spark outrage.
Said you're going to cause riots in the streets.
During the Capitol riots aimed at stopping the vote certification, a mob came within 40 feet of where Pence and others had been evacuated. The panel's timeline showed that even during the attack that endangered Pence's life, Mr. Trump tweeted that his VP lacked courage. Photos that the House Select Committee showed for the first time capture Pence taking shelter in an underground safe room.
He was determined that we would complete the work that we had set out to do that day.
In another development, the committee sent a written request to interview Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas's wife, Ginny. She exchanged messages with Eastman, the Trump lawyer, in the days leading up to January 6th.
And back to Eastman, now there are some emails that suggest that he had asked for a pardon after all of this. He did not get one. Anne-Marie?
Why do you ask for a pardon if you don't think you've done anything wrong? Right?
Yeah.
So, meantime, the committee is requesting an interview with Ginny Thomas, the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. She was in sort of constant communication or frequent communication with Eastman. What are they hoping to learn from that?
You know, it really comes down to Eastman from what we're seeing there is that he is really the conduit between all of these things. And so I think a little bit of a deeper dive into what's going on and how she might have been part of this or might have had some communication with Eastman or about this pressure campaign, which Eastman, by the way, said he knew or witnesses said that he knew it was unconstitutional and illegal. Anything that can come out of that would be helpful to the committee. Certainly, we will see. She says she wants to testify. She can't wait to set the record straight.
She did. She said she's looking forward to it. That's what she told the Daily Caller. She's an influential conservative activist, so we'll see if what she said to the Daily Caller is what she also says to those seeking to talk to her. Debra, thank you very much.
Yep.